Today is April 15th, 2022. This is episode 190 of Maelstrom Radio. Maelstrom Radio. With your hosts, Gladys and Shitter. And welcome everybody to Maelstrom Radio. My name is Peter. With me, as always, is my good friend and co-host Quinton. It's Friday, friend.
It is Friday. I am glad that it's Friday.
Same. I am also glad that it's Friday.
I'm also really excited for today.
I also am really excited.
In particular,
it's been I didn't do the count, but it's been a long time.
It's been a very long time. It's been too long. One
been
could
too
say.
long. And now there's more of them. They've brought reinforcements with us today. Of the Lucky Sparrow Entertainment Troupe, we have Aaron.
Hello.
Inay.
Hello.
Ivy.
Hello.
Ziyo. Did we lose one?
Oh, it's me. I'm here.
Yay!
Oh, welcome. Yeah, I get that sometimes too.
Ziyo was just like, I'll show them.
No one shall hear me.
Not gonna lie, like 5 minutes before the show, Peter's texting me, be like, "Hey, you okay?" Like,
yeah,
I should probably respond.
Also, we're gonna get into our weeks, but real quick, I wanted to point out that in honor of Lucky Sparrow and in everything you've done over the years, we'll get into everything. But I made our background Lucky Sparrow green, so in honor of you all.
That's so sweet.
So, you're welcome.
I love how we have like green screen backgrounds in order to make our backgrounds
green. There's a lot of meta there.
Yep, it's beautiful.
It's fine.
We've been here all along.
Yeah.
You're always hiding out in the backgrounds, watching, waiting.
Yeah. Lucky Sparrow's always been here always. So with that, let's get into what we've been doing this week, gaming news or otherwise, and really, it's 6.1. Really, like no spoilers, of course. But Quinton, what's your thoughts on 6.1 so far?
I haven't really done a whole lot of the MSQ, so really rapid fire. The Alliance raid was awesome. Really enjoyed the fights in that. MSQ to the point I've done it has been good, and I'm really, really enjoying PvP, which is not something I ever thought I would say.
I'm also shocked by that statement. Aaron, what have you been doing in 6.1?
I mostly tried out the new PvP mode.
Awesome.
And I've done very little MSQ. I haven't unlocked the dungeon or anything yet, but I've been loving the more animated Warrior of Light cutscenes, giving us a bit more expressiveness. And
They have.
The PvP is fun, definitely different. I used to do Feast before, so I'm getting used to it.
It is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Inay, what have you been doing in 6.1?
Oh man. Well, I've cleared most things. I'm waiting for someone to drag me to PvP, so heads up. But other than that, I've actually been crafting and fixing up my house to look more Asgardian.
Ooh.
So that's been something I've had barely any time to do, but that's what my time went into, so I am liking the new exteriors, I have to say.
I'm still undecided on the candy cane one, or like the candy.
Oh, well, Hansel and Gretel and all that, yeah.
That's why, yeah. Like, we know that Chili's gonna get that though.
That's how you attract a lot of Lalafels. They just start eating your house. You know what kind of insurance? No one covers you for that.
Would that be considered an act of God, or
no? No
I mean,
God
if we're
accepts
talking about
that.
eating the house, it might be an act of dog.
Oh, Were you calling Lalafell's dogs?
No, I was just saying dogs come up and eat the candy.
And so do Lalafell's.
And you can't call it an act of potato, so.
Is that why they released the new mount?
Yes.
Also,
it
like
all
to
makes
point
sense
out, Peter has been running around on the Daddy Paisa for the last couple days, and it is absolutely terrifying.
It's great. I love it.
Wait, what's it from? I haven't seen it yet.
Mog Station.
It's nightmare fuel.
Okay.
It's a bit...
It is a giant Paisa that can summon its children into a cult-like circle, and it has the weirdest animations on the ground. And when it gets to flying, it's even weirder.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's
it's a whole experience.
They've done it.
Stream didn't get to see all of that, so anyone who's watching here did.
They've peaked. They've peaked. Ivy, what have you been doing 6 points?
That's more like Carmel and Danson. But anyway, sorry. Go ahead, Ivy.
Sorry, I'll stop giggling for a moment there. It's funny you called it Daddy. I was like, Monkey Mommy is what I called it.
Oh no, it's actually in store called Papa Paisa.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I missed that part.
Did you read the lore though?
Not on it. Inform me. If you can.
Papa Paisa has 8 kids and he needs to feed them. So he decided that he'd be a Uber, essentially.
Oh.
So he could feed his kids.
That's the in-game lore.
That's the in-game lore.
You know, we actually have an Uber driver on Balmung. He rides around in the car and he gives people rides everywhere. His name's Uber driver.
Unfortunately, the Paisa is only allowed to have one person at a time, so you can't have a whole bunch of people grabbing onto him.
Yeah. Too bad. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, that would have been hilarious.
Maybe they should team up.
Imagine being
Yes.
a lunar whale. The entire team on board.
Yeah.
Everyone grab a piece of fur.
When I'm on that,
we also learned that it's a feathered primate. So
it is a feathered primate. So yeah, me and Sky Monkey are taking the world by storm. Ziyo, what have you been doing? 6.1. Ivy, did you even answer? I'm so sorry.
No, I didn't. We got sidetracked.
We got so sidetracked about the flying monkey. I apologize, Ivy. What have you been doing?
Oh, no problem. I got you sidetracked. I've done all the MSQ. Mainly been playing with the housing items. I'm huge on housing. I did do the raids. I absolutely love the raid. It is gorgeous. It's just right amount of time. It doesn't seem long, and there is some fun mechanics in there.
Awesome. Mechanics.
Especially that the one of the mechanics. I'm not going to spoil anything, but the Sophia mechanic in the last boss. I'll put it that way. We found out the hard way how that one works.
Everyone found out the hard way. Ziyo, what have you
I haven't tried the PvP yet. That's next. That's next on my list.
All right, after this.
So, I will have to say the PvP is very fast paced. So it's not like you're spending 20-30 minutes in PvP anymore. Like you're in and out in 5 minutes probably.
Yeah.
And it's only solo queues, so you can't go in with a group.
Sad.
And the casual rankings.
You can set up custom matches with friends, which is kind of nice. So if you're not if you just wanted to try it out with friends, just to understand it, I would do that way first and then dive in. So
what's the group amount? Is it like a dungeon setting or is it like raid groups?
For the it's 5v5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's actually 5v5, which is great because I think that 5v5 is probably like a good sweet spot for PvP. So, and it's any job as well. Like it's not locked in.
Have you ever played Pokemon Unite?
No.
Okay, it feels very similar to Pokemon Unite. I mean, I picked it up during Endwalker while I was waiting for the lovely Endwalker queues. But that's about it.
How old do you think we are?
I didn't grow up with Pokemon.
Yeah, I did. That's on me.
It's okay, me too.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone here is younger than both Quinton and I. It's possible.
I don't know about that.
Oh no!
Challenge that one.
We can go after that. I'll stream on that one.
Yeah, we'll do post stream and we'll find out. Ziyo, what have you been doing in 6.1 and has it not been PvP?
It hasn't been PvP because
Okay.
I have been furiously reloading Mog Station to see if my subscription payment has finally gone through because I haven't been able to
no.
log in.
Oh no!
Yeah, I've been
Like-
streaming housing for him, but
Yeah.
That is the true extreme fight.
Yeah,
Ultimate.
It's
It is-
bad. It's been forever and it hasn't gone through. It's like I can see the charge on my card, but
Oh,
it still doesn't
no.
register that I'm active yet.
Oh, that's weird.
It took almost 24 hours for the Payasa mount to get to me, even with constantly clicking like, please send me my gift, please send me my gift. Like it took a long time. So they're getting hit on the store side of things. So
I guess.
Their store's never been great.
no, they're
It's
trying.
usually faster than this though.
That is true. It is usually faster than you pay and then you're good within a few minutes.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
think
I
they're
feel-
like, thanks for paying. Please play the game now.
Yeah, I feel like
Oh.
that meme. Let me in.
Except
Throw
you,
wide the gates.
except you look like your character, your warrior of light. You're just like, let me in.
My character just be like blowing fireballs at it. Like, what the fuck?
Just in the Arthur clench fist from any of the cutscenes in all of Final Fantasy XIV.
Just be cursing at it. Yeah.
I've done. I still need to finish the MSQ, but I've finished the raid. It was a lot of fun. I also agree all the mechanics were really great. Can't wait to see where that continued raid series goes. PvP doing also great. I'm bronze 1 currently on my ranks. There's a stark contrast in difficulty between casual and ranked, and it's all RNG. Like it's like if you're in a group that will push and win on ranked, oh great.
If your group is good, you're good. If your group is not good, you're gonna have a bad. Bad.
It's gonna be bad times. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's gonna be bad times.
I was
Oh, it
trying
only
to.
gets worse. I got up to gold the first night, and then I found myself in games with like the #1 person from Crystal and like a bunch of top 100 folks.
no.
I'm sitting there panicking because I have no idea what to do at that level.
Spam
Like,
buttons.
why am I here?
Hope they carry.
No, we got smushed.
Yeah.
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 That's why I like casual. I'm happy with staying in casual.
Yeah, but I want the.
It's the nicer place.
It is.
But
I have
the
hopped into
plates.
ranked a little bit, but yeah.
I want the plates.
I don't care about the plates. I just want the
I can't.
series thing. I don't know.
I can't. Although I do want the
Oh.
armor from the series. Let's get into it. No.
So it's been a hot moment since we've had you, and now you've also multiplied. So could you possibly give a little bit of like a quick introduction of who each of you are and what you kind of do with Lucky Sparrow?
Sure.
you're gonna have to call us out.
All right, let's go. We'll go reverse alphabetical this time with Ziyo starting up.
Well, I made Lucky Sparrow, and I stole Inay to come with me, and they did, and
Fair enough.
then I captured all these other people, and they stuck with me. So
So you grew up with Pokemon.
I grew up with Pokemon. I collected them all.
Caught them all.
We're all sparrows.
You
They're
know,
all
no
sparrows,
judgment.
Yeah.
No
They've
judgment
all
here.
evolved into their own types, and so they
Wait,
all
would we
have
be
their own
Lucky
different
Sparrows?
powers. No, Lucky Sparrows.
Well, if you ever decide to branch out from Final Fantasy.
Yeah. You got your new name.
This is
Lock
how he
in.
explains it to the old person what it is.
We have Ivy, who's always doing the awesome housing stuff. We have Inay, who's always dancing with Ziyo, and also does awesome housing stuff. And then we have Aaron, who's just all around like super sweet carbuncleness. And yes, it's wonderful. I love them. It makes me so happy. I'm filled. I have so many wonderful people around me all the time. It makes me want to cry. I'm full of love.
Aww.
Uh,
That really is the best.
It is the best. Susan in chat wanted to know how many people are in the troupe in total.
Oh,
That's a good question.
Oh, when the answer's it's a lot.
hold
It's
on.
not that many though. We try to keep the troop size a little bit small because if you have too many people, the show can get really, really long, and you kind of want to keep things within like that 2-hour sweet spot, or else you're just keeping people like sitting there for way too long, and that's nobody wants to sit
Lucky
there.
Sparrow
And watch the show.
presents Eorzean Burning Man. 3 days out in the middle of the desert.
We have a few that come and go, but there's like 21 active right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
wow.
was gonna say about 2021.
Nice.
It's a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's like Ivy said, we have people that kind of come and go as schedules allow. So
Mhm.
our like active numbers per show between 12 and 16, I'd say.
Okay. That's still a lot of people to try to corral,
Yeah.
but
It is.
Oh man.
So I know, and Quinton knows what Lucky Sparrow Entertainment Troupe does. But the people at home, it's been we keep prefacing it. It's been a hot minute. So what does Lucky Sparrow do?
Should I take this one?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go
All
for it.
right, so Lucky Sparrow is an entertainment troupe, and like the name suggests, we entertain people by making macros that are timed to songs. Therefore, it's an event venue essentially on Balmung, and we specialized in timing emotes and emotes, like literally game emotes and lyrics and stuff like that, with macros to actual songs. And then when we perform them, we actually give people a link to a streaming service that lets us all hear the song at the same time, and so it feels like you're at an actual concert. Was that descriptive enough? Did I miss something?
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
based,
then,
I was gonna say, based on my experiences, yeah.
Go ahead,
and
Ivy.
what sets apart the shows from like other venues is we always do a different theme every month, and so we try to keep on that theme with our songs and decorations, and we ask the audience sometimes, hey, wear this color if you want to, just to participate, or wear this costume if you want to. So it's like a full community involvement thing that we put on the show.
Yeah,
We also
it's
don't. Yeah. Sorry, you go first.
as Inay was saying, it's sort of it's a live entertainment. We sync, so everybody's they're watching the same thing at the same time with us doing our macros there, and then between songs we will have banter, or in the case of like our superhero show or Halloween shows, we'll have an ongoing storyline, although we usually do just improvise it with like a basic idea, and we have a lot of fun with it.
You've been around for a long time. I don't know exactly how long. Was it 5 years or so
5
now?
years this month.
Yeah.
Our 5th year.
Which, congratulations. Like that's huge. I mean, I cannot think of many groups that are around for 5 years and like anything, right? Like it's almost unheard of. I don't know where I was going with this, but yeah, that's pretty awesome. That
So
you continued this and
for 5 years, and now have you done 5 years of consistent shows every month?
There's been a few we've given performers breasts and breaks on, usually at least 1 month a year. This last year, a couple months, we gave people breaks just because the world was not nice to everybody. But we've done 80, this last show will be 80th show, 80th home show. And that's not counting guest shows we've done.
Yeah, so we've opened for venues or events or been asked to come perform just as part of other people's shows. So probably done around 100 as a troupe.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's numbers we could go look up for every guest show, actually. Like for a lot of them, at the very least, we do have, like you said, how do you corral people for this? Well, through Discord. So there is a huge list of archived threads that we organize stuff through. So please don't make us sit through that to tell you the number. That's a lot.
no, we won't make you do that.
Thank you. How kind.
Now, if you would have
Well,
told us that
but,
like a week ago.
Yeah.
Oops.
So you're ending on a nice round number, which is great. In terms of the last 5 years, I think the nature of a lot of things have changed, right? Like how I think we could all agree how RP is done in the game. I've seen RP happen on through Twitch, and through written material on Tumblr and Twitter. There's RP accounts on Twitter now. I know you're based on Tumblr, but did any of your content ever get streamed live on Twitch?
Yeah, there was one player who came for like a full year and streamed every show. But a lot of these songs are copyrighted, so sometimes those streams get taken down due to that.
There's also a couple clips of our shows that are on YouTube that are pretty cool, and I like to watch them sometimes.
A couple of those Twitch ones are on YouTube still if you hunt around for them.
No, like
The Full Length
official
Show.
YouTuber channel or anything, though.
No.
Yeah, those low key it's called user 1778. Like, so in the nature of the last 5 years, what has been some of your most memorable moments? And we can start. I'm gonna randomly pick. I'm gonna start with Inay.
Oh man. Oh man, call that. I was like, I'll have time to think about it. I'm in the middle right now.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So, a lot of the things happen. Like it's really hard to pick.
Aw.
I think one of the first most impactful moment for me was I think it was the first show that I helped run. Because I never actually intended to be any kind of officer or anything. I'm a huge wallflower. Like, gosh, if it's like I am dyslexic, so if I type, and you have to type fast, right? When it's the shows and people are waiting on you to type. So for me, it's always been really stressful. And so I never really intended to be officer or anything. And I remember the first time. It was like we were running one of the first shows. We were kind of running in an issue where we weren't sure if we could have the show because there were some real life issues. I was like, okay, well, I'll do it. And when that show was done, I was just like, oh my god, I actually did this. And I was like, okay. I was so nervous. Surely that will go away. That never went away. To this day, I'm like, I have stage fright from behind the monitor. Like that's a thing. But that was one of the things. And then if I had to another thing that comes to mind was like when the first time that we were part of a pub crawl. Because that's a big event that happens around Halloween. on Balmung, and we had our, it's like you go it's like you walk from pub to pub, literally what it says. It's organized usually by Club Crescent, which is another big venue. Shout out, we love you guys. And so you pause at specific places in the game as you walk. Literally, we went that year from Ul'dah to Gridania, and there were like 10 or 12 stops, I believe, and we were the last ones. We were literally in Gridania, and we had to perform on map, like literally just in Gridania, with this huge crowd of people at the end of this event. And I was shaking, this is true, but also like it was such a good feeling at the end of the day, because like all of these free companies for every stop come together, these venues, and they were games. They had games organized, stuff like that. So that was big, and that was also how we met Aaron, actually. And then number 3, and then I'm done, I swear, was when we organized actually an in-game wedding for Inay and Ziyo. That was really cool. That was like a freaking real wedding. I was like, oh my gosh.
It was such a surprise for you, though, because we performed for you. There was like a whole server of people doing a macroed song. It was so cool.
That was so crazy because, okay, so nobody told me anything. I went over to Aaron's house and I didn't expect anything. I was just gonna RP with Inay. And so I go over there trying to RP with Inay, and they lead me like over to this area, and all of a sudden like I move my monitor up and I just see this crowd of people, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? I was just like stunned.
That whole
That was
thing
for
is
the
super
proposal.
fun.
Yeah, for the proposal. But
Yeah.
like that was crazy.
There's a video of that as well.
There is a
somewhere.
video online of that, and it's insane. There is a huge crowd of people, and I've never seen that many people performing all at once before. It's crazy.
It's really hard to pinpoint anything, because all these people, the majority, like we have a huge, really good retention of people. Like the majority of the people that are now in Lucky Sparrow are the people that were there 5 years ago, So it's difficult to say. There's been so many silly jokes, so many silly things, like the amount of puns that happen in voice during any show, like you die laughing. It's
Like the Risky show.
oh my god.
No.
Go
Sorry,
on.
that was a very
Okay, so
convoluted answer, but I hope that answered
we
it.
were doing a show. It was our risque show, because we'll usually have
All
one that's more
ears.
like a cabaret or burlesque style show. Nothing that's over the top, but sort of that thing. And one of our players, Almeida, who is an absolute sweetheart, in and out of character. She's a younger character, like 19, whatever, a bit naive. And so she was the one who was hosting, and the show was risque themed, but she's like, all right, it's time for this risky show. I hope everyone's safe. And from then on, we just like ran with that whenever it was a risque show. It's our risky show this month.
It instead of it's like risque, it's like risque dancing. It's just risky dancing. It's like dancing on a stool.
Yeah, don't fall.
should-
You can
Yeah.
fall.
No.
Could fall.
Everyone's like, "Elle, it's a risque show." She's like, "It's a risky show. I'm so excited."
It's just all the dance from risky business. Everybody's in their
Box
boxers.
violations.
Yeah, everybody's in their boxers sliding in socks.
I'm pretty sure Inay and Ziyo had a number like that.
No,
Oh my
No.
god. No.
Boxers stayed on. We don't. No, we don't. Mm-mm. Pants usually too. It's
Still
fine.
classy.
We don't do that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually.
Oh my god. No, hang on my words.
Inay and Ziyo are terrible. We
Oh,
won't
the
talk
stories we
about
could
this.
If you say that, people, we're from Balmung. People are gonna think. If you say we're terrible, people are gonna think things, and it's like, no.
It's all wholesome. I
Your
promise.
husbands.
Lucky Sparrow After Dark.
Yeah, Schrodinger's
Oh.
pants. The pants are a possibility. They could or could not be on.
Oh. No, but they usually stay on. It was a policy.
That's a good
Yeah,
policy, honestly.
We usually, even our more risky shows, we're never quite at any kind of term of service breaking situation. So let's put it that way. We can say that.
Sultry, not sexy.
Yes, exactly.
There you go.
Sensual, not sexual.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Sometimes just cheesy love songs too.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's my brand.
All 80s love hair metal love songs.
Oh my god.
All of them. Every rose has its thorn. Beth, I hear you calling. I can keep going. I'm not going to keep going. So with
Speaking of macros now, you're giving us ideas.
I know. I might be asking you an even harder question. So I know memories. It's hard to pick one. But was there a favorite theme or a favorite couple of themes that you might have had? That might be even harder. That might be.
You're asking me in particular, or like
I'm asking
overall
everybody. Everybody can sound off on this.
Can I go down the months real quick and just tell you the themes that we have every month? Usually,
I mean,
It's
are they like
Oh.
these are all my babies and they're all my favorite?
yeah,
like
sure.
asking someone to pick a favorite kid. Yeah?
Yeah, of course.
But it's totally the superhero show. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, the superhero show. That's
Yeah,
always the
Ooh.
funnest
Yeah,
one.
you.
No, everyone says that they don't have a favorite, but there's always a favorite.
There's always a favorite, and there's always that one that's like,
Spoken is the only child.
yeah,
I can ask Aaron about the boat show.
the boat
no.
show.
I was gonna leave that joke out.
Is it like the Catalina wine mixer? What's
No, they teased me about this because I joined after they did the first boat show, and so again, of course, Almeda, who's a bit of a gremlin, she likes to tease me because she's like, "Oh, do you remember the first boat show, Aaron?" I'm like, "No, I wasn't there for it." And so they just constantly tease me about this 4.5 years later.
The first boat show was on an actual boat because we thought that was a good idea. But it wasn't that great of an idea because, of course, when the sun goes down, then there's no actual light. So we tried to improvise, but it didn't go that great. So
You know those little sun and moon minions?
Yeah,
What we'd have to
Yep.
do whenever we did the outdoor shows is we'd have to have people like pop those down in front of us, like those little, old school theater lights down at the bottom, and then perform by the light of those. So literally by the light of the moon.
The issue with that, though, as well, is that we did it on the Rotana Privateer. Is that how you say it? The fishing
Yeah.
boat that you go to. And the issue with that is if someone came in after the minion was placed, the minion would spawn in the owner's face. It wasn't
Yes.
even. So it was like we had to replace
Poor
the
lighting.
minions every now and then. It was a logistical nightmare.
Oh, you want to talk about a logistical nightmare? Remember that time we had to construct a stage in our front yard, like at showtime, because we maxed out the house?
Oh no.
This was a large house. Yeah, that
This-
happened.
Was at our
So we-
third anniversary. We hit 120 guests on our
144.
side too. Well, I mean,
In total?
we hit the 120. We had to move outside because nobody could come
Oh,
in the
yeah.
house, and then more
This
showed
is
up.
a lot.
We had to quickly clear our yard and make a stage.
We just threw together tables out there and like some a terrace or something behind us. And we're like, all right, this will have to work.
The definition of doing it live.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh boy.
That's most of our more
This was before
interesting
World
stories.
Transfer, I think. I think it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sounds
my
right.
favorite memory of Lucky Sparrow. When I created this FC, I was told by my partner at the time that it was a dumb idea and that nothing would happen and I shouldn't do it. So I did it anyways, of course. And I was thinking, this would be a really small FC and, it would be like a fun thing I do with my friends. So I made it, and we were gonna have like a housewarming party, and I was thinking, maybe a few people would show up, and one of my friends was like, "Koo," because people call me Koo. I don't think you realize how big this is gonna be. And at the housewarming party, the very first thing we did, there was tons of people that came into our tiny little house, and I was just like flabbergasted at this, and it just kind of just set the stage for everything that was going on. And then the first time that we filled up that little small house and realized that we needed a medium house, and I was like, yeah, we're probably not gonna need anything bigger than that. And then
Oh, the
we
community
needed a
came
bigger
together to
house
help
after that.
with the large.
But yeah, that first show where I'm like, oh yeah, maybe like 5 or 10 people are gonna show up, just our friends. Just being told, no, I don't think you know how big this is gonna be.
You did the classic teen movie where it's like, all right, I'm just inviting a couple of friends. It's not a party, so don't tell everybody it's a party. And then someone's just like, it's a party. And the next thing you know, like the whole school's there. And your
Yeah.
Mom and dad are mad.
Yeah, your parents gonna be home in 30 minutes.
Neighbors are calling the police.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Somebody's
Noise complaints from the.
somebody's diving off the roof into the pool.
Well, given how shallow the pools are in this game, that's a risky process.
It's
risky. It's risky.
You could have had another thing for your next show, but
So, with all that, like, you have years of memories and years of shows and superhero shows, Halloween shows, special events, and it's now you're heading into your last show. Is it themed? Is it anything goes, or with pants on, of course? But
almost anything goes.
Almost anything goes. Is it like a best of? Like, what are you gonna do for your 80th?
Yes. Basically, favorite macros that we've done, group macros together. We're inviting people who have supported us and worked closely with us over the years. It's basically just going to be a big party celebrating the journey to this point.
We are open to suggestions. Someone's like, oh my gosh, I really want to see this song.
Yeah, we have requests open.
So, yeah.
Well,
But
there's one thing that's gonna happen,
oh,
but
Oh.
I don't know if
Oh,
I should.
Is it
say
spoilers?
Oh, it's a
It could be
secret.
spoilers. Is it a please look forward to it?
Well, the owner of the Lucky Sparrow, my alt Kujase, is
if it's a spoiler, don't say it.
okay.
Oh,
well,
yeah, please look forward to it.
yeah.
Yeah. I want to be.
He's good
I'm
as
going. I'll be there.
Hell yeah.
Don't
Thank
spoil
you.
me. I will be there.
I
wanna-
want to be there, but unfortunately, I had something that day already planned, so I'm very upset.
Oh, well.
But I will
you'll
be with you
there
in spirit.
Yeah.
You're just gonna have to ask him to record it for you.
I can record it.
Exactly. Yeah, I
can't
will
do
get
that.
him to record it so I can watch it afterwards because
I
I was
can't do
looking
that.
forward to it.
I did it.
But yeah, it was just, like I said, it's just a collection of most things that, made us feel most things made us feel. There you go. Feels show. I guess that's a theme. Could that be a theme?
Feels, yeah. Feels trip. Through men.
There you go.
I mean, it's kind
Make
of
sure to
like the
sign your permission slip.
culmination. Oh, sorry?
I was going to say, make sure to get your permission slip signed for the field trip.
Erin knows
Mom
her
said I
pun
couldn't
girl.
go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, it is kind of like the culmination of your 5 years on this troupe, right? Like, you have all the callbacks, all of the memories, all the experiences that you're kind of putting all together. Sort of almost into this one show. Like, it's you want to make it feel like it's like this is kind of your own show in some way, right? Like it's not just for the community; it's also to kind of for you to close it off, I guess.
I believe so. Yeah. I mean, you go, Crew. Ziyo.
All I was gonna say is yeah. I just wanted to agree.
Indeed.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes when in a venue has a theme or something, or we have a specific theme, you kind of have to make choices that are maybe guided by those themes when it comes to macroing songs. And mind you, macroing songs is not necessarily a very easy task. It is coding essentially, so it can take because, for example, we are very known for group macros, which means you have to code and give macros, which can be up to 12 or more, I don't know, per person. And if there's like 12 people, sometimes you have to macro per each person. So that's a process that can take anywhere between, like, I want to say, at least for me, 6 hours to up to, I think I took like 3 or 4 days to code one song at some point. So, and I mean, this is not just necessarily for us. This is just how long this process takes. Even other people that are outside of your company do this thing. So it's a lot of love put into it. And so sometimes you still have to make those choices, but you try to make them so that it's your choice as well. Because we wouldn't be able to be in this for so long if we hadn't done something that was creative and that we loved. So it's hard to say, we made these songs because, like, I don't think I've done any song that I didn't particularly like, as well. So it's going to be a tough choice for this month for me.
I've done a few songs that I liked on the onset of them, and then they were a headache to macro, and then by the end of it, I'm just sitting there glaring at it.
Oh yes, you always pick out a song that you love, and then by the end of the macroing the song, you hate it because you've heard it so much.
Yeah. Oh man, it's even worse for the group macros, because you'll have songs where you do multiple parts with multiple different emotes and everything per person, like Inay was saying, because each race has its own different emotes, so you got to figure out which one works best for which thing. And if people don't have all of the required emotes, you got to figure out how to stagger them, or different abilities for people who have specific classes up, and then weaving in the different voice lines that come in at particular moments. And each one of these only has 15 lines, including whatever dialogue you put in there, whatever actions you put in there, which is why you have to be very selective with what you put in. There's a ton of limitations on how quickly you can have a line come out, how many emotes you can do back to back, the cooldown timer on casting an ability. So by the end of it all, you're just like, that's done. I'm excited for the show, but I'm also going to go lay down.
Yeah. This will look really cool when it's done, but for right now, I don't want to look at this anymore.
Exactly.
You don't even make it to bed. You're just on your office floor staring at the roof. Like, all right, hi, ceiling. I'm going to just sit here for a while and think about things I've done that weren't bad.
Happened to me.
Don't get them demonetized.
We're good. We're good.
I don't sing that well.
Yeah. It's perfectly fine. I have plenty of things on a soundboard that could have gotten us demonetized a long time ago.
Instead, that we just get demonized.
Yep, it's true. I'm not doing it.
I wanted to tie it into our Twitch streams getting on YouTube and then getting taken down. No, I'm joking.
They don't like that, surprisingly. It's like, wait, are you playing? Okay. Yeah, we don't like that. Why? Like, what if I just play like a really not great MIDI version of it? Like,
demonetization strikes when you least expect it.
That's so true. The person who created MIDI gets you.
What happened to the 6 seconds of Creative Commons?
True.
Boy, they
YouTube.
yeah, YouTube happened. And
The algorithm happened.
Yeah, the algorithm happened, and people that could just claim anything that they wanted, even if they don't own it. I own this. Wait, what?
You made this?
Yeah,
I made this.
I made this.
There's a meme
Yep,
in there
I'm thinking it.
somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, I own this. Now you have to appeal with YouTube, and that could take months. So I own this for at least 4 of that. So thanks. So what have you learned, or what have you taken from the last 5 years, and has it, what have you taken from the last 5 years and applied to your real life? And is there anything that from your real life that you're taking away from here, like not just like a skill you learned, but like something that like, oh, my personality's changed, or I I was a wallflower and now I'm a little more social. Like what, like a skill and like a not life skill, like in a personality shift.
I'll go first on this one. I found I have a lot less stage fright, and also I found out that Ziyo lives super close to me through the course of this, so we just hang out. So I
Awesome.
made a
Nice.
friend, like local. Outside of that, honestly, organizational skills. I had to learn how to use Google Docs to be much more efficient with like scheduling and macroing and things like that. So I ended up becoming a more organized person because of performing.
Right on. Who else?
Can someone else go? I went first before, so like, I Ziyo, someone?
I've made a lot of friends. I've gotten closer to the friends that I have. I learned that I was transgender, and had people help me get through that. And I've had a really wonderful experience with people and learning about myself and having fun, and it's been a wonderful experience. Yeah.
Awesome. Who's going next? who we bullying into going next?
Inay. Bully Inay.
But no, ladies first, Maybe, please. Maybe?
I mean, outside of everything everybody just listed, it's just amazing going out to like your food shopping in your grocery store, and all of a sudden your song that you've macroed comes over the intercom, and you're like, okay, this emote goes here, and this emote goes here.
Crap, where's
Start
Macro
doing the
2?
Thanks, Brian.
Yeah, thanks, Brian.
Oh, the other one that happens too is you hear a song and you're like, I want to macro this.
Yes.
And then you get to the part we mentioned before where it's like, I really like this song. I'm tired of this song. Please make the song stop. The progression.
I've gotten a couple of songs from just watching like a TV show, and I watch shows with the subtitles, and the song title will come across, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to look up that song.
Since a lot of the time Ziyo and Inay do songs together, and a lot of the times there's like lyrics that pertain to the two of them, I'll get like feels when I hear certain songs. I'm like, oh, it makes me think of them. Or I'll just think of Inay, and then it makes me think of my friend, and it makes me, or I'll think of whoever was performing that song, and I'll be like, I miss them, I want to talk to them.
Aw.
You can't listen to the radio, and you just start listening to it, and you just suddenly just crying.
I need
Oh,
another
no.
permission slip for the field trip.
Like, oh my gosh, I miss Ivy. I need to message her.
Oh man, yeah, that happens with other people in the community too. There's someone in the community called Savo, who's got a very unique performance style, and it always makes me laugh. But anytime I hear a song that comes on, I think of the alternate lyrics that Savo makes,
Oh no.
and I end up chuckling at songs I should not probably chuckle at.
It's kind of the best though.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what Ivy said is really true. But also, like, I kind of like have to take from what all of them said. It's a lot about friends, really, because, like I said, I was a huge wallflower. I still am, I think. I don't think that changed in particular. But it actually helped me put to test a lot of the skills that I learned as a public relator, because I have a PR degree.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lucky Sparrow came at a time when I really needed something to really focus on, because I moved countries, I had to start again, I had to learn the language and stuff like that. So there was a lot of stress on me and not a lot of support from my environment. And so being able to kind of pour these organizational skills and social skills and everything into a free company to make it work, but also on a bigger level, like reaching out to other free companies and being like, hey, we want to make this community a cool thing. You want to do this too? And they're like, hell yeah, let's do this together, and making friends not only within the free company but outside was very rewarding. And it was something that kind of pushed me on. And so I actually kind of got a bit more I got that push that helped me like secure stuff further, and so I actually went further to study on, and I now work as a game artist for 3D and for 2D and stuff like that. So that was that was something that I really wanted to do, and now I have the opportunity to, and I think. Like, of course, I did the groundwork, but and I had to actually leave Lucky Sparrow for the last 2 years in order to finish this education, because European time zones don't really work with the Balmung performing schedules.
Yes, a little off.
Just a little, like 8 hours off. It's okay. But yeah, but I made really good friends, and like honestly, like after, because we met at the Vegas Fan Fest, right? And
Mhm.
after
That was a
that
blast.
trip, the last day of the trip, or the second to last day, was it? Like, Ziyo and I got twin tattoos, so I got a friend for life. Not in Vegas, mind you. It was in Vermont, but still, the most
Well, if you got
impulsive
in
thing
Vegas-
I've done. And what?
I said if you got in Vegas, you'd have had to leave it there.
I'm just bummed out I was invited to tattoo night.
That was crazy though. Inay's like, "Hey, have you ever thought about getting a like twin tattoos or something like that?" And I was just like, gave them my phone. I'm like, "Find the nearest place," and we're going. We were like on the road.
It was the most impulsive thing I've done in my life, I think, up to that point.
As my
I don't
dad
regret
says,
it.
that stuff doesn't come off.
Okay,
I've
so
never had a
Right.
tattoo before, neither has Inay.
it was funny too, because like I was there because they were hanging out, in the same area, and I, said goodbye to Inay and Ziyo for the day, and they come back the next day, and they're like, "We got tattoos," and I'm just looking at them like, "You what?"
Yeah, it was a
It's
spur of the
Vegas.
moment.
Yep.
No, it wasn't Vegas.
It wasn't Vegas. We were in California at that point.
In the Bay Area.
It's Vegas adjacent.
No, California's not that Vegas adjacent.
Close enough.
If
Yeah,
you
where were
squint
we?
at a
I
map,
think we got them in like Alameda or something.
something like that.
So
Oh,
wherever
wow.
we could pull off to.
It was a lot of courage, though, because you don't, like, I
Mhm.
don't think I was a very courageous person ever. I don't think I still am, but, I got out of my shell quite a lot with Lucky Sparrow, and this was like the culmination of the spontaneity, and like, let's just go.
And
There was,
Peter, no.
what?
Peter, just no.
What?
We're not doing matching tattoos.
Oh.
Aww.
Aw,
Man,
with
shut
the
down.
Maelstrom symbol on your shoulder there.
No, we'd get patches though.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh.
We've been talking about doing our logo as a patch for a long time.
Yeah.
Got nothing to patch, but I mean, perfect.
Just our just
I
our
can tell you
emotional
a question,
states.
You could get like a hat.
Yeah. Hat, backpack, jean jacket.
Hell yeah.
jean vest, cut off sleeves.
I mean, G-Jacket is the Canadian tuxedo, but
yeah. So in chat, Susan Sprinkle asks, do you tell people outside of the game about Lucky Sparrow?
Absolutely. I made myself a hoodie with our branding on it, so I'm like wearing that out.
just completely like loud, proud, like ask me about my troupe.
I mean, why
Yeah.
not? Put enough time into it.
Yeah, I mean, it is something you should be proud of. Like I don't know how to. It's awesome. It's not enough to describe it.
The artwork on it too was done by Inay. In fact, Inay and Ziyo did all of the artwork for our posters for the first several years, and it was one of the things that ended up drawing me into Lucky Sparrow. Was just seeing the really cool poster art.
And then the last couple years, I've attempted to keep the same, but I'm not an artist.
Ivy
You've
does
done a
great
great
with
job.
screenshots. Don't sell yourself short.
The posters are great, and the current poster is also great. It's all good. I love it. So,
Thank you.
what's gonna happen? What's the future? Where are we going?
We
What
are
hap-
still planning on doing a little bit of guest shows. We're just not doing our regular shows. So we may still show up every now and then. We do want to give our performers a rest. Some of us are talking about doing some mentoring and helping out with the newer performers because there's some awesomely talented people out there now. And then Ku, if you want to talk about it, he's doing kind of more questline stuff.
Yeah, so I've been trying to come up with some like storyline based stuff for the FC. Basically the owner of Lucky always wanted Lucky Sparrow to be a place where people could come and be happy, even though the world of Eorzea is kind of a rough place where bad things happen. Since the world of Eorzea right now is becoming a really rough place, he's basically scaling back Iceli so that people don't have to risk their lives to come and see the shows that are happening at Lucky, and they could come and seek shelter at the free company. And so it's becoming more of just a place for people to be and be safe. So it's just a safe place for people to be. Logistically, the last MSQ that the FC had was the finance officer trying to make sense of how they were actually going to be able to do this, because Ku doesn't think things through. He just has really like idealistic ways of doing things. Like Ku's idea of running the FC at the beginning was, let's not charge anybody for anything. Let's have everything be for free. And everyone was like, no, you can't do that because that's not gonna work. But so yeah, there's that kind of thing going on. Outside of in character stuff, we've been thinking about what other kind of like maybe social events we could do. But right now things are kind of focused on things that relate to in-game MSQ. The official FC storyline is kind of behind what the game storyline is. And I have like an overarching things for the season of RP for the FC that I'm writing for. So yeah, there's that going on.
Cool.
That sounds like a lot, honestly. And to be doing that on top of all the Lucky Sparrow stuff is impressive.
It's been a bit on the back burner, yeah, though, because of all the shows and stuff, I think. And so I guess it's a way to. It's not completely over. Like Ivy said, we're still around. Well, most of them, not me, because I gotta go to work, in the morning. But most of the others, we're not. It's not that they're like never gonna perform again or anything. It's just that the shows are not sustainable anymore, and therefore we wanted to, officially round it up in a way that.
You might have a reunion tour now and then, but
Yeah.
A Lucky Sparrow cameo.
I was gonna say,
there you go.
Listen, Kiss does it. It sounds weird, but I saw 2 farewell Kiss tours in my lifetime, and they still go on tour. I don't.
That they do.
So when there's a Lucky Sparrow reunion show in 2024, just let me know. I'll be there.
Will do. I hope we get there. I want to be there too.
Yeah.
Invite me too, okay, guys?
We'll have to get you back on the show again.
Yeah. For the reunion tour.
The reunion tour.
Susan and Chad again. So Lucky Sparrow, the FC will keep going, but the entertainment troupe is taking a break. If anyone is on Balmung server looking for an FC, are they accepting new members?
That's going to have to be Ziyo's call. We've always been kind of a small, tight-knit community, and we only let in a few at a time just so it's not a huge disruption. We want to make sure we're staying kind of family and friendly and keeping our friendships with each other. So sometimes, personality clashes. So that's going to be Ziyo's call if he wants to recruit.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to take in people right now. It depends on what happens, really. Right at this moment, we are okay on people. But in the future, if things change, then I might consider bringing more people on. But it doesn't feel like it's a good time to bring people in at the moment.
Of course.
Makes sense.
So,
We could.
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say we gotta get our feet under us first, and see where we're going. It would be a bit, what's the word? It's a bit irresponsible to be like, yeah, come over. We don't know where you're going, but come over. So
get a losers.
Kind of, in the car. Yeah.
Hop on the loser.
We're going to the zoo. Yay!
But thanks for the question. Yeah, that is a question that we are asking ourselves actually already. So thanks.
So of course I have one selfish question for myself because I'm always curious because you never know. Outside of Final Fantasy XIV, have you thought about doing any performances in any other MMO or a sort of open world or online game?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Okay. Fair enough.
Don't have time for Final Fantasy. You're going to go suddenly do it in like 18 other games.
Okay, so this kind of ties into what Susan asked the first time. Like, unless somebody brings up gaming first, I do not talk about it because nobody thinks, I'm not a person that says, oh, you're a gamer. Even though, a variety of different personalities out there are gaming. I only play one game at a time. I stick to that one game, and then, but if you start me on that subject, I won't shut up on it.
Susan right now is vibrating in her chair. Susan's like, a friend, somebody who gets it.
She says that, but she's playing Lost Ark, and she's playing Final Fantasy, and she's playing...
Yeah, I stick to one game at a time. So nobody really asked or talked to me about it, and I'm not really the type of person outside of this that, you would think as a gamer. So, but I do talk in front of large crowds. I teach, and and then I go to schools and teach safety classes and stuff like that. So, I guess I'm an entertainer in a way.
It's better than me. Nobody wants me teaching safety classes.
No.
Real quick. I know this because when we were flying to Florida, there's a CPR course you could take at the airport. That's like a machine that certifies you at the airport, and it's and the machine essentially blue screened when I was trying to do CPR.
Oh
no! Well, you must have been really bad at it.
I was like,
you got a code blue.
I was like, it's dead, Jim. It's dead.
Oh man, oh god, not to derail, but I've like where I'm from, you have to have like a first aid license essentially to get a car license at all, and so you have to take a class for that because otherwise you're never going to drive a car. And the class consists of anything from minor wound dressing to tying off a limb that's been severed, you know. And so the first time that I went to do that class, I fainted. I had to retake the classes. But I did retake them, so, you know, is that a code blue as well? But just I went blue? I'm not sure anymore.
We know not who to carry with us when we're doing risque things.
See what we've been dealing with for this 5 years. This is what it is to hang out with us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Uh-huh.
On the doing it outside of Final Fantasy, I actually tried this in WoW briefly. I've been to things where people did performances, but really it was linking a song and the song just looped over and over again while they had big, long descriptive macros,
Yeah,
which
that
is
sounds
cool.
right.
It's a very text-oriented thing. But what actually drew me into Lucky Sparrow was how they used the system in the game, because I'd never seen anything like it. In my first Lucky Sparrow show, I was hooked. And then when I heard they were performing at the pub crawl, I'm like, I have to go to this. When I started talking with them, and like by the next show, I was on staff. So it's hard to even do anything like what we do in another game, just because the system lends itself so well to doing it.
Having seen a few shows, I still one in awe. Like, still, I know how it works, right? Like, I comprehend how it works. It's still like I'm the person that knows the magic trick, but still is amused and finds it in complete shock and awe when it like, oh, magic happened. Like I still get giddy and clap my hands. So like
Like those
I
monkeys.
yeah, thanks. Also, real quick in chat, Susan's like can confirm it was so sad. He was trying to save a life, and the screen froze. And I typed, "Where did I go wrong? I lost a friend." I'm giving myself that one. High five me.
Oh, funny.
And with that,
well, I was gonna say, like, as we're kind of wrapping up here as well, like, like, is there anything that you want to say to anyone, or anything like, is there anything that you guys want to say or talk about before this kind of culminating show for you? And to choose a name.
For me, I genuinely want to thank the community that supported us throughout the years of us doing this, because I mean, the reason why we do this is to put on a show for other people. And so that energy and that love that we get back has always made it super worth it and made me excited to go into every show to show off what we're doing. And the only reason one of the reasons that we were able to get a large house in the first place was because folks in the community were wanting to help us. And like, we had a time where our guild got stolen from our FC, and the community pitched in to help get us back up to where we could continue doing what we do, because doing decorations, things like that, dyes, it can get pretty pricey. So yeah, it's props to the community that's supported us so much throughout the years.
Yeah, definitely. It wouldn't be like it would not be fun without having people having fun with us. So it's great to see like people emoting that they're having fun, and to see people out in the crowd, and to just feel the love out there, and it's always great. I always love it.
It's true, yeah. But also, I don't think we would have stuck around for this long if we didn't love doing what we did.
Mhm.
Because if you do it for the right reasons, with the right intentions, it's easy. Or rather, it's not easy, but things have a way of slotting into place. At least that's what I think. And I feel like we're not unique in that sense. There's a lot of other individuals that do it, and like free companies that do it for the same reason. And we bonded with them, and it's been. I don't think I've ever been in a game where I had that many friends, or acquaintances, or like just people that you can talk to. And I'm very grateful for that. For everyone that gave us a chance, that give us a look, give us a chance, and said, okay, we'll see what you guys are all about. Let's see it, and stuck around.
And for spreading it word of mouth. That's how I found out about Lucky. It's just folks talking about it, passing it on. So
Like, you guys too. You guys are awesome. Hello, thank you for having us.
yeah,
I'm still shook about how many people really like this. I'm really glad. It makes me happy that it affects so many people.
That's been the awesome part, is just networking with other RP communities and other FCs, and we support them, they support us, and it's a huge thing. And hats off to Arisay, who does the RP calendar and the RP bot for the events that are out there. He does some hard work on that stuff.
Oh yeah.
he's the MVP there.
Support his Patreon.
Yes, support Arisay on his Patreon because he does all this for free.
Buy them coffee. That's like at least throw them like $1.
Do the thing.
Yeah, do the thing. So with that, first I want to say, and this comes from from the heart. Thank you, like, not for being here, but thank you and I will speak on all behalf of the Final Fantasy XIV RP community, even though I'm not a part of it, but at least the Final Fantasy XIV community. I thank you. Like, what you did for the last 5 years is nothing short of awesome. Like, you provided content in droughts when there was nothing to do in game. You provided entertainment for people, and you gave a place for people to hang out. Like, there's somebody that could have had easily a bad day, and then happened upon a Lucky Sparrow troupe show and changed their day. And what you've done over the last 5 years is nothing short of amazing. It's a lot of work. I've been to the live shows. Like I said, I'm still giddy and in awe every time I see one. I'm excited for the last show. So thank you for entertaining me. And I can't wait to see the last show. And I will make sure that it's recorded so Quinton can see it as well. So
Thank you.
Yay!
Oh,
Make me
thank
cry.
you. And thank you guys for. You guys have stuck around for how long?
Seriously.
We're coming up on our 6 years.
6
now.
years.
Damn.
We had a year break.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Well, we mental health break, but we're back.
Everybody needs that.
Yeah.
Yes. Very important.
So.
Thank you as well, Maelstrom Radio, for everything that you've been doing this whole time.
Of course.
It's been a pleasure.
And anytime you are doing something and you need to promote it, you are welcome here. So.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'll echo everything that Peter said as well. I can't really say it any better than what he did. But I think the sheer amount of people that you have each personally affected and like that's just something incredible to be a part of so many people's lives and their experiences and things that for years people will continue to be speaking about and to think back fondly, not just for the people that are involved in your performances, but those who get to be a part of them as guests as well. And I think that as 100% is something all of you should be incredibly proud of. And I am very happy that we first met you however many years ago when you first came on the show, and that you came back again towards like the end of or the temporary break, however you want to position it, for all of you and for all you to come back in and chat with us again. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Speechless. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
very
having
much.
us.
Okay. Well, with that, I'm not sure who wants to get bullied into it, but which one of you would like to say where the final show will be, what time and what day, and any social media that they may be able to find you, but which I believe is your Tumblr. So
I want to bully Ziyo into it.
it
Yeah,
seems
Ziyo
right.
talks a
Bully
lot.
me into
It
now.
seems
Yeah,
right.
boss.
I'm gonna forget everything as soon as I start talking. Don't do it.
You've got
Okay,
this.
Susan's got your links ready for you. So
Yeah.
It's gonna be on the 30th of this month. And we're on Balmung server in the Lavender Beds, Ward 16, Plot 36. We've got our Tumblr, and yeah.
It will be at 6:30 EST, or rather, doors open at 6. But
And the
then
show starts at 6:30 EST.
yeah.
People start
Show up
lining
even
up at
earlier.
5.
Yeah, if you hear this and you're free at that time, I'm not saying
Got it.
we break Balmung server, but
It's
Make us
okay.
perform outside again.
I mean, we got a backup plan if we gotta go outside. It's okay. It's okay.
Do we need
have
to
a
arrange
contingency
the
plan.
stage in a circle like we did the last time to avoid culling?
and no last
That
minute
might be a good idea.
tables.
Mhm.
Yeah. We're gonna dance on the tables. Yes, come. It's gonna be fun.
That's
Lucky
It's
most
gonna be a
Sparrow
risky
table for
show.
20.
And if you have macro suggestions or something, just toss us a message in
Oh,
the
yeah.
in Tumblr, right?
If you guys saw something that you liked in the past and you want us to perform it again, just let us know. I know that people liked that push-up song that Inay and Ziyo did. which
Oh,
had
no.
Can't
requested.
stand.
But yeah, let us know. Otherwise, we're gonna pick whatever the heck we
Oh
want,
my
and
god.
and we hope to see you there because we love you and many hearts.
No, I can't wait. Well, with that being said, gaming streams on Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. You'll catch us there. Mondays and Thursdays are 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Quinton's on Sunday. Quinton, what times are you on Sunday? You're fishing in the morning and you're Zeldin in the afternoon.
Yeah, fishing sometime in the morning, usually between 9 and 10 Pacific, so 12 to 1 Eastern starting time. Sunday afternoon, we start Zelda at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, and 10 p.m. BST.
Sweet. Podcast episode 191, recording on Friday, April 22nd. I'm about to say 22. April 22nd, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, 2 a.m. BST with ESO influencer Tibian Salts. Oh, I cannot wait. When we reach 666 followers, we'll do something. I do not know what that is. Summon the Nuggy God, I guess. And when we reach 777 followers, there will be a Kigurumi stream, but not during the summer because Kigus are hot, man. So, and nobody wants two cute boys and hot Kigus. Actually, they may want that.
Hold on there. Hold on there. Don't be speaking for us.
You know what type of hot I meant. And with that, till sea swallows all, keep listening.
Maelstrom Radio is brought to you by maelstromradio.com and Blackfire Media. Produced by Flatus, Shintier, and Susan Sprinkle. Join us live Fridays, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern at twitch.tv/maelstromradio. Send email to show@maelstromradio.com, tweet us at maelstrom_radio, or join our Discord at maelstromradio.com/discord. Views and opinions expressed by our hosts and guests do not reflect the views and opinions of any companies discussed on today's show.
All right, stream. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. We're gonna go ahead and raid our good friend Anonymous. He's going through 6.1, so there's probably spoilers. So if you have not finished and you don't want to go, this is your chance to bounce. But if you've already seen all the things, please go share all the jiggly and all the emotes with all our friend Anonymous. We adore him. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Tell them about the hot boys and kegus.
Yes, tell him about that.
Are we gonna find out who's the oldest?
Yeah. All right. We can real quick.
We were already in our Discord. But
We will in our Discord. Our stream doesn't even know about that. We that's for us. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
There you go. Hit the button. Okay. Oh, geez. How does Anonymous already have 91 people watching him?